Greetings and salutations, YouTube Wanderer. The Lost One Gaming here, and welcome back to Game Dev Studio and what I'm considering my last restart. I think I said the last one was going to be the last restart, but this time I'm pretty confident in my abilities. So I know there's been a lot of people that have been commenting, trying to help to try and figure out what the frick was going on with the profits. One thing that I've actually realized by reading some of the Steam discussions is that advertising is a mofo. Advertising, of course, does cost a lot of money, and really, I think one of the keys that people said is, like, don't really advertise until you can already make a game, like, profitable without it, pretty much. So, like, if you're making 200K in profit, then you could pretty much say, well, I could spend, like, 100K on advertising. As well, I'm probably going to go to a lot more conventions this time around, because in the past, I've only gone to, like, the GYGO convention, which has kind of cost me a little bit, so, but, the conventions don't actually factor into the game, like, development costs, so that's probably why I would consider them to be slightly better than advertising in a way. But I've skipped through most of the startup phase. I already have the office built. I already have my CEO pretty much trained to where I want him to be, at least at the very moment. As well as we already have our game engine done, so we're just going to start on our first game. I don't know what themes we have. We have medieval and casino, so that's it for now. So we could do a medieval sandbox game, medieval horror game, or a medieval racing game. None of those really fit, to be completely honest. I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd do medieval sandbox. So, I mean, I guess we'll just roll with that. And I'll call it the Kingdom. I believe I've done something like this in the past, but we're going to call it the Kingdom. With our Symbios engine, which will probably be outdated really soon, of course, because it's 1988. I think the next year something new is going to come out, and this game is going to be completely crap after a while. So, you know, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and put everything in here that we can. Let's see. Except for, probably won't do Thirst and Hunger. I mean, it's kind of sandbox. I mean, I don't really know. We'll do Conversation System, fully voiced characters. I guess you could throw your own characters in there since it's sandbox, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Amateur voice acting. Basic world design, because we can't do advanced yet. So we'll do all of this stuff. Accurate martial arts, stealth, and sneaking, which we don't really have a lot of knowledge on. We'll learn eventually. And accurate sword fighting, because it is medieval. So, and then we'll do realistic graphics with a, let's see, static ambient audio, and chiptune 8-bit sounds. I guess we can do all three. Alright, so that's going to cost us 6K to start this up and begin our development, but we should be good. I love how I picked, for my CEO, I picked like a regular brown shirt, and he's wearing a red sweater. Like, that is not what I picked for him at all. He doesn't even look like how I styled him. Like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. So let's see. The Game Developer Congregation begins in 2 months. Registration ends in 2 days. I mean, we could go. The only thing is that the game is not going to be at least even, like, worth anything at this point. We do already have our license on the market, though, so there's a hope that we can start to make a little bit of money from that. Let's see, I have another skill point. I've already used one on vision, so I think I'll use another one on intelligence, I think. Or we might do, I was gonna say maybe charisma, but I think I'll do intelligence instead. I think I'll use the next one on charisma, we'll do it that way. So far I've not seen like any licensing sales at all, and it kind of sucks. I priced our license at like 2,000, so I was expecting it to get at least something going, considering it's like the cheapest one on the market. It doesn't have as many features, but that's why it's the cheapest one on the market, because I know that I shouldn't try and, like, overprice it. So, there we go. We made some money there. The reveal was met by either minimal amount of people or no people at all. Of course, they thought it was a joke because, like I said, we were like 10%, 5% through the game, so it wasn't going to be, like, an amazing reveal. We just wanted to kind of test the waters and kind of show that we were here, to be completely honest. That's really it. That's really it. I'll probably go ahead and register us for the next one already, which will be in 10 months. By then, we'll at least have a decent percent of the game done. It won't be like we're like 10% through. It'll probably be a good, maybe 30%. I guess we could shoot for 30% through. We are starting to make a little bit of licensing sales as well, so that's kind of boosting us back up, which is great. I probably won't do any advertising whatsoever for this first game, because usually when I don't do advertising, it actually works better, it seems like. I watched like a person upload this recently, and they did not advertise whatsoever, and their games were always profitable. I was like, how the frick does this work? I thought you had to advertise. It's like, not really. Not really. You could, but it kind of helps once you're later stage, but, you know, you don't really need it at the beginning. So I guess it's time to really put that theory to the test now, though. The convention is in, let's see, I can't even see it anymore. Game convention is in 4 months. I was shooting for 30%, or 26% through at the moment. So 30% might have been a pretty good estimate. Might have been actually on the nose. Let's see. I think it's in, is it 2 months now? We might be past 30%. It's in 3 months. Okay, so we'll be past 30%. Maybe 35? I don't know. That might be a little bit too much. Pineapple has announced their Albuquerque SE platform is no longer supported. Stay on the market for 12 months. I gotta get a, I'm gonna have to get a designer in here as soon as possible. Well, I guess I can't say as soon as possible because I don't want to throw ourselves into the fire already, because I know that usually whenever I hire our first employee, everything goes to crap. So, I mean, I guess I could hire him just to get a couple new themes and then let him go. I could hire like the cheapest person. Alright, so we got a new point, so we'll go ahead and put that into charisma as I promised, or as I stated. Alright, we're about 40% through now, actually, so that's a lot better than I thought. They thought it was not bad, which is pretty good considering we're only 40% through, so looking good, looking a little bit better. Reputation has jumped up to 33 now, which really isn't, really doesn't account for much. There's a lot of new features as well that are starting to become available, so there's that. I'm waiting for the next convention to become a thing, but I'm thinking I guess we can just go ahead and book our spot here for this one, and we'll just go. We're down to 343k. I don't even know what we were at when we started this, to be honest. Pretty sure we've lost a lot of money though. I think we were like 380, pretty much. Of course, the licenses, we sold like 1 or 2, so it's not really helping right now. Maybe we'll have a good month in the near future. I would hope. I would hope. But I mean, we're only losing like $100 a month, so I mean, the game I'm hoping will make us at least like maybe 100k, and then our next game might do a little bit better. That's what I'm thinking. Could be wrong, more than likely I will be wrong. About a good 63%, 65% through the game now. And I think I'll probably do, I'll probably do 1 extension of the polishing phase, I think. We'll see how they react to the at the convention, which is in 2 months. They'll probably say it's like decent, I would expect. So, I mean, I don't want to release an unfinished game, of course. So, my CEO did start out pretty decent, like level 30 kind of overall. Mega has closed down due to bankruptcy. Any possible future consoles this manufacturer could have made will not be released. Okay, well, guess we won't have any more Mega consoles. They said still not bad. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and extend the work period at least once. The next time we do one, we'll probably do it twice. I just kind of want to get this game out so that we can start to research some other features and get just get everything back together, I'd say. So we're about 60% through now again. Still no more new conventions, so I guess we'll just go ahead and register our spot for the Game Developer Congregation again. That brings us down to now 327,000. Well, goodness gracious. Like I said, I'm hoping for 100k off of this game. I may not get it. I may not get it at all. This is back up to 330. Come on. I guess, well, actually, once we're able to update our license, we could probably increase the price. Because it'll probably be one of the better ones on the market. We just don't have the time now because we're doing this. So speeding through as fast as I can. I think we've been working on this for 4 years now? 3 years. 3 years. It'll be probably 4 years by the time we get done, all things considered. I've really been looking to see what's trending now. I think when it started, was it Steampunk was trending? It's definitely not trending anymore. Increase in popularity of the PC is expected. So they thought it was pretty good. So okay, so we could probably release this once we get done with this polishing phase. I think we'll it would be pretty good. Okay, the steampunk theme is no longer trending. So there it is, right on time, right on cue. And military games are now trending, but we can't do those because we don't have that theme researched. So that sucks. That sucks. Nothing we can do about that. About 90% through now. I think let's see. There's another convention in 6 months. So we'll go ahead and register for that one. That'll be the last one we'll do for this game. The game will probably already be done by that time. But then we'll go ahead and do the quality assurance to make sure that there's no bugs. Because this is our first game, so I'm expecting there to be a good number. Maybe not that much considering my CEO's a perfectionist, but I guess we'll see. And a bug magnet as well. So, alright, so there we go. We'll go ahead and do the QA. Go ahead and pay $10,000 for that. New mass advert. I'm not advertising, so it doesn't matter to me. There actually are a decent amount of bugs. Go ahead and assign and fix those. Begin the patch development, and we should be good. don't really need more than one QA session, so we'll go ahead, and our next convention is in 2 months. I didn't really get to see like where we're at, so our popularity is like 1.07. There's no hype right now. I guess we'll get a little bit of hype once we go to the convention. Internet has become largely commercialized, new opportunities. I guess we can start researching our new tech and everything. So we'll go ahead and just do research all. Go ahead and get that started while we're waiting. There's persistent world, split screen, multiplayer, 3D projection. Oh, multiplayer would have been nice for this. Like a medieval sandbox game. That would have been pretty good. Could have been a medieval Gary's mod. Medieval. Did we already finish? My CEO is a boss, okay? He is a boss. Let's see. Let's go ahead and update our game engine. Symbio's game engine. We'll go ahead and put in the 3D projection, baked in per vertex lighting, multi-channel audio, gamepad support. Probably won't finish that before the convention starts, but wait. Oh, I need to upgrade my computers. They thought it was pretty good. All right, so we can go ahead and release it, and we'll see how this goes. Release the game. Of course, profit of -6 because that's all we spent to start the development phase. Go ahead and upgrade our computers. And after the first week, $5,000 worth of profit. That's profit, 22,033. I was shooting for 100. I might not get 100, but we've got already 50, so I think we're doing pretty decent. So the reviews so far, we got a 7.8 out of 10, which wasn't too bad for our first game. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm okay. Wasn't the best, but you know, it's fine. I think we might. Okay, we'll get at least 50, so I think we're looking pretty decent. Congratulations, you achieved one of your yearly goals. Implement one new tech into any engine. Okay, so we're good. 63? Can we get up to 70? That would be nice. Probably will get up to 70 by the end of the time that we have. So that gets us almost back up to where we started. So, and now the GY Go is available as well. So this game will pretty much, I guess, it will pretty much fund our, it'll fund our next conventions that we're doing for the next game that we're going to try, which will probably be a sequel. More than likely, because it's going to take us about a good 3 years to get it done anyway. But now, back to our engine. So engine licensing, right now our engine is 35.4. It is the most attractive engine on the market. So we can go ahead and boost the price up a little bit. I'm probably going to jump it up to a good 4,000. I think that's not what I wanted to do at all. 4,000. All right, we'll update the price since, like I said, it is, well, I don't want to overprice it too much because, I mean, theirs is not really that far off our nearest competitor, so we'll do 30. We'll do 3,000. We'll bump it up to 3,000. That's only $600 more for a much better, not much better, but a slightly better engine. I could also probably go ahead and revamp it as well because it looks like it's kind of meh. Looks like it's kind of meh. The ease of use is kind of degraded a lot, so we'll go ahead and go ahead and revamp everything. Not too many points we'll have to spend on that. We're almost going to be back up to 400k though, so that's of course where you originally start in the game. So there we go, looking pretty good. I'm happy with this. I'm pleased. So I think I was gonna say, let's see what we have in terms of employees that we can hire. Because if I can hire a cheap designer, I'm willing to do that. But I don't want to spend too much. So it's like if I can't hire a cheap one, like $1,000, like a noob, I don't really want to hire anybody, and we'll just continue with what we've got. So it doesn't look like we really have anybody. This person's like 3,000, and I think there's another designer down here that's also 2,000. So if I was looking for like 1,300, like this guy, but he's a software engineer, so that doesn't help us at all. So yep, we'll just have to wait our turn. And once we get done with this, I guess we'll start on our next game. We might try a horror game instead. I don't know. Maybe we won't do a sequel right off the bat. So let's see. Any new tech to research? Co-op. Okay, there's that. Let's go ahead and do that. Shouldn't take us too long. 70 points. There we go. That's already done. We're up above 400k now. Ah, man, we could have almost made 100k. Would have been close. All right, so let's see. We're going to do medieval. I didn't know we had casino. What else would go with casino? Casino simulation would probably be like the only thing I could think of for casino. So currently trending genres, fighting and sandbox. So we could do, I mean, I said I didn't want to do a sequel, but I mean, it's probably going to be a sequel because I don't want to do a casino fighting game. That might work, but we don't have fighting, so never mind, that doesn't work. We'll do medieval horror game then. All right, we'll change it up a little bit. Symbio's game engine with the $10 price tag, of course. With our teen audience on the PC platform with our studio team. We'll do third person. Let's see, we'll do branching story. probably include co-op this time, considering that's our new thing. Amateur voice acting. We'll do detailed environments, basic world design, and persistent world. I guess we still can't do advanced yet because that's not a thing, so it'll probably be a thing by the time we get done with this game, which will suck, but you know, hopefully we can still put out a game that's like 7.8 or 8 or something like that. So alright, let's go. Let's do everything. I mean, since it's a horror game, we might put thirst and hunger in there. It's not really survival though. We'll just do everything but that. We'll do multiplayer with split screen and co-op as well, and we'll do the realistic graphics with our, let's see, 8-bit regular soundtrack, static ambient audio. Yeah, we'll spend a little bit more and do the regular soundtrack this time. So alright, let's go ahead and, oh, I don't have a name for it. Let's see. The Castle on the Hill. That's the name of a song actually, but it's the name of an Ed Sheeran song, but yeah, there we go. Castle on the Hill. Begin development. There we go. Don't know how long this is going to take. Let's see, we're about 1% through now. We got one more point to put in, so let's see. We'll probably do... Might put it into speed, because that's the only one I haven't done so far, so I think we'll do that. I didn't really get to check my, Is the game still selling? Goodness gracious, it's only like 200 a week, but it's something. It's definitely something. I want to see, let's see, our concept is now at 52. Our software is at 55. Our sound is at 41. Our sound and graphics really didn't move too much, because I had them at 39. So in terms of everything else, like our concept has moved up a lot more. Software has, as well as of course development. I kind of hate how fast development moves because you don't have time to really like work on anything else before the development becomes your top skill. So there's that. Oh, I should probably schedule a convention. Let's just, we won't do the game developer congregation because the game won't really be like anywhere near good. We'll go ahead and start with a GYGO and go to that one, and then we'll probably go to the game developer congregation afterwards, and that'll give us a little bit of a boost. We're going to go to as much as we can. We're not really selling too much in terms of licenses right now. There we go. Just when I said we weren't. There we go. We got something. We got something. Fantasy theme is no longer trending. Game developer congregation is finished. New tech available. Professional voice acting. I don't think I ever got to a point where I used professional voice acting because it really didn't really seem to be worth it, all things considered to me. So I mean, that will already provide us with the funds for the next convention, so that'll be great. Thank you, licenses. I appreciate it. Alright, so there we go. Reveal is met by a few people. Reveal score 1.11k. They thought it was bad. I mean, of course, it's like 30% through. It's not finished at all. So we got the game developer congregation starting in 6 months. Let's go ahead and book our spot for that. Alright. I thought it was going to fully fund it, but it didn't. Dang it, it brought us back down. But we're back up to 400k. So we're looking pretty good, I think, financially so far. Of course, we haven't started with any employees yet, so when that point comes, I expect the fire to come and burn down the studio. Expect everything to burn. Things are now looking out for the video game industry. A new gaming convention called the VGPE is now available. Alright, so we might have an opportunity to go to that one too, I think, possibly. Begins in 3 months, registration ends. We can't do it because we're already booked for the other one. I kind of hate that because in principle you could go, because the other convention isn't for like another couple months, so it doesn't really make sense that I couldn't book our spot there. I think it'd be great fun, can be a challenge, world design, don't want to make false promises. They said it was awful. Of course, really, our interviews are going to go bad up until the point that we get an employee that says, hey, why don't you let them play the game? Which will be quite some time away from now, but about 55-60% through. Alright, so we're at the convention now. So it went from bad after one convention to pretty good. So, alright, we may not actually even have to do too much in terms of the polishing phase, but I probably will go ahead and extend it at least once to get in, you know, a little bit more points, and now we can go from there. I think, let's see, I can't extend it yet, I don't think, because we're not in the polishing phase, so there's that. Oh, let me see if I can, I think I've already missed it. I was going to say if we could get ourselves a spot in the next convention. We can't. We can get ourselves in the GYGO convention, so we'll go ahead and do that, since it's a lot cheaper anyway. Go ahead and book ourselves a spot there. Trying to keep ourselves busy as much as possible when it comes to conventions, so there's that. Up to 422k. That will fund our next spot in the, the game developer congregation. Nintendo has announced that their MEM platform is no longer supported. Alright, so let's go ahead and extend the work period at least once. I want to see great. I want to see great. I don't know if I'm going to see great when we go, but, we'll see. What did they say? Still saying pretty good. Gained popularity 700 points. Alright. Has announced some policy changes for the Polystation platform. Were met positively. Increase in popularity is expected. We're not even doing a game for them, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to end it here, guys. And I will see you in the next one.